Imagine going to sleep on a luxury cruise in the middle of the Caribbean, surrounded by open water and thousands of passengers. It is a floating, locked room. To simply vanish from it should be physically impossible. Yet when the sun came up, 23-year-old Amy Bradley was gone. Search teams scoured the vessel and the ocean. They found no signs of a struggle. She left no note, and no trace of her was ever found in the water. Most missing person cases slowly go cold. This one moved in the opposite direction. Almost as soon as the initial search ended, reports began coming in. People were seeing her alive, back on land. These were highly specific accounts. Multiple strangers across different islands reported the exact same details. A young woman with Amy's distinct green eyes and highly identifiable tattoos. Every witness noted something else. She was never alone. She was always flanked by men. She looked terrified, and before anyone intervened, she would disappear again. These repeating, coordinated accounts force a shift in how this disappearance is viewed. Instead of looking for evidence of a tragic accident at sea, investigators had to open the witness files and track a horrifying timeline of potential captivity. To trace that timeline, we have to start at the last place Amy was confirmed to be. On the final night of the cruise, she spent her time at the ship's nightclub, dancing and drinking with members of the onboard band. One musician, Alistair Douglas, later acknowledged spending time talking with Amy during those early morning hours. Investigators rigorously interviewed him and searched the ship for physical evidence linking him to her disappearance. They found nothing, and he was never charged with any crime. Decades later, other passengers came forward describing unusual interactions and suspicious conversations observed that night. Because of these accounts, his name remains a fixture in public discussions of the case. But without a crime scene, confession, or body, the ship itself offers no final answers. To figure out what happened to Amy, investigators had to follow the sightings to the Caribbean. The first major lead surfaced in Curacao. Weeks later, a taxi driver contacted the family. He reported seeing a woman matching Amy's description shortly after the cruise ship docked in port. Months later, a Canadian tourist diving in the area reported another encounter. He described seeing a young woman on the beach with the same unique tattoos Amy had. He didn't make the connection until returning home and seeing her missing poster. To this day, he expresses deep guilt, wondering if he walked away from someone needing rescue. As these reports accumulated, authorities were forced into a sprawling, multi-island chase. Investigators tracked down tips and compared descriptions, but when they arrived, the trail was cold. While isolated, these repeated encounters outline a very specific scenario. Slipping someone off a massive cruise ship while thousands disembark is logistically possible. The most chilling encounter in the entire file came from a former Navy serviceman visiting Curacao. He reported walking into a public area and coming face to face with a highly distressed young woman. During their brief, frantic interaction, she explicitly stated that her name was Amy Bradley and quietly begged him for help. He hesitated, unsure if the situation was genuine or some kind of local scam. By the time he finally decided to intervene, the men she was with had hurried her away. She was completely gone. Years later, the mystery migrated from the islands to the internet when controversial photographs surfaced online showing an unidentified woman known only as Jazz. The images sparked debate. The physical resemblance was striking, tearing the public and investigators in half. But without verifiable proof of exactly where or when the photos were taken, no one could confirm it was Amy. For the family, these devastating near misses and ambiguous digital ghosts create a cruel cycle. They are provided just enough evidence to maintain hope, but never enough to secure a rescue. From a legal standpoint, the state officially declared Amy Bradley dead years ago, but her family has entirely rejected that conclusion. They continue their search today. Recently, a new wave of true crime documentaries introduced the case to millions of younger viewers, resulting in a fresh influx of tips and public discussion. Law enforcement continues to keep the lines open. They maintain that the investigation is active and solicit credible information from the public, even decades after she vanished. We are left with an agonizing, unresolved question. Either the answers have been sitting at the bottom of the ocean since 1998, Or there is a dark story playing out on land that we have yet to uncover. Out of the thousands of people aboard that ship, someone knows exactly what happened to her. The file is never closed. Somewhere out there, the truth is still waiting. Dark Dossier, every week. Subscribe before the next case goes cold.